The state of Apex Legends has practically flipped overnight, which has been absolutely insane. So much to talk about in today's video. Finally, more than just the pros and the streamers complaining, this is pretty much everyone combined really getting together saying, hey, this has got to stop. But it's gotten so bad that finally, more than just people complaining, people are now actually starting to quit Apex Legends. So this is actually something serious and that needs to be discussed. Hope you're all having a great day. Once again, click like, click subscribe. I want to let you guys know also that we didn't obviously make the 5,000 subscriber goal in the last video to wax my leg hair. So what I decided to do instead is if we can hit 1,000 subscribers off of 5 videos in a row, then I will still do it. So if we can gain 1,000 subscribers off of this video alone, we will still continue the process. So if you're not already subscribed, which according to my calculations, chances are you're not, and I'm talking to you and you know I'm still talking to you, but yet you won't go down and click the subscribe button and let me wax my leg hair. Whew. Anyways, just subscribe. It's free. And if you hate me and you think I'm annoying, just subscribe anyways, because you'll get to watch me be punished for free. And lastly, it's your final chance to go and enter into the Bangalore Heirloom Giveaway. Well, actually, it's any heirloom that you want, but go down in the link description, click on my Twitter, follow me, retweet, like, whatever you got to do. That's on the rules on the Twitter post. Just follow it. And anyone that buys Glytch Energy using my code down in the description below, JMeyels, then I will give you an additional entry. Just DM me your order details for the month of March, and I'll add in your extra entry. It's the last time I mentioned it on the channel, so make sure to go do it now. So let's talk about the chaotic state Apex is in right now. I want to go through these tweets really quickly because there are so many of them. We're started off with the Cypher saying the patch notes be so hot, then boom, dog crap LTM. Moving on, Calamity says, please make the LTM optional. I'm losing full trying to play this. Shiv saying, bro, these no-fill pub games are like pred ranked lobbies ×2. Difficulty on steroids. Holy crap. Inspire from Synergy saying the current state of Apex is so unenjoyable. They need to make the solo player experience better. Chicken Nugget saying the game is making me so toxic. It's actually frustrating. I'm cringing while editing those VODs into a YouTube video, just complaining about everything. And it got so bad that the same guy said that he was done with Apex until further notice. Wow, actually people quitting, YouTubers quitting the game because of how bad they hate the update. Now, when he was asked what game he'd be playing from now on or until all of this is blown over, he said probably nothing. So just someone who's making money and making a living on Apex Legends on YouTube, just dropping the game completely because of how bad he hates the update. Now, to me, that speaks volume. That's giving portions of your income that's probably pretty good, by the way, just giving it up all to stay sane. And that's just how bad people are hating this update. That's why I'm bringing it to everyone's attention, because this definitely needs to be dealt with. We cannot have forced LTMs. If you want to bring it, that's great. Make it good enough so that people naturally want to play it, but don't force it and take over pubs so that people can't even play the regular public matches anymore. They have to play this game mode that you forced them to play. Lulu saying, for the love of God, put in regular pubs. This isn't fun for you. Can't even find anyone. Stop forcing the LTMs. Whew. Now let's take a break from the tweets. We'll come back to them in just a second because there are a lot more and they kind of go in a different direction, but I do want to show some proof as to why this LTM really is kind of bad. Even if you like the LTM, I honestly personally did like the smaller rings that they had, but the ones they got now that are so big, they're out of control, and this is honestly just not being dealt with by Respawn, especially as fast as they need to be. So first off, I can't speak for everyone here, but I do think that most people honestly didn't mind the smaller ring flares that much whenever they were smaller and more sporadic across the map. I don't think people were as aggravated with them as they are now, but especially since they're so big and annoying now, everyone's probably just going to hate it and never want it to come back. I do think ring flares could be useful in Apex to maybe control the rotations a little bit more and maybe allow the third parties to not be so bad. But then again, it also is limiting the players to have a free choice of where they want to rotate to and how they might want to play the game out. But this is creating such big problem and such big controversy because you're taking a map that already struggles with third parties so badly, and you're making it even worse by taking a zone that's supposed to be meant for, say, 12 squads, and now you're putting a limit on all of those 12 squads to not be in such a big circle and be spread out. But now they're all congested together so that no matter what, you can almost guarantee that when a fight's going on, another team is going to hear it and they're going to go third party. But there's been another issue going on that really makes no sense to me whatsoever. Because of the fact that people know where these ring flares are going to be and they're so massive, I honestly have not seen anyone hardly land at containment whatsoever because it's always on the outside of containment. So no one's landing bunker, no one's landing containment. They're all landing in the same spot, repulsor, artillery, these places that are more congested already. And now they're forcing all the players into those little areas because they know that that's not going to be in the ring flare. So you're causing more third parties. You're causing round one to be ending with only 5 squads left in the game. And then you spend the last 20 minutes of the game trying to find a squad to fight. And then on top of that, on all of the complaints and all of the backlash that they've been receiving for this LTM specifically, they move on and extend it even longer. And so many people have had enough, and they are very, very sick of the situation. Connoisseur said this on Twitter: if I was brand new to the game and my first experience of Apex Legends was this LTM, I would never come back. Every first time Nintendo Switch player must be wondering what all the hype is about. And after all of this, there's no way that the player retention on Apex Legends has been good for the last week or so. Tall is saying this on Twitter: the ring flare is such a horrible idea of a gameplay. I've played 2 pubs in the last 2 days and just quit playing for the day after each one. And now I have some pretty interesting statistics for you to take a look at. Look at how the approval rating has slightly changed over the course of time for Apex Legends Season 8. This has been 3 weeks ago that I said this. Be honest. Do you think Apex has gotten better with Season 8, worse with Season 8, or stayed stagnant with Season 8, meaning it just hasn't gotten better or worse? And 60% people said that it got better. Moving on to just a couple of weeks later, do you like the update? Talking about the new Chaos Theory update, 79% people said yes. Then all of this drama has been going around with the ring flare stuff, and I asked the question again about the current state of Apex Legends, and 65% said okay, 8% said awful, 12% bad right now but overall good, and only 15% said amazing. So mostly consistent, pointing in the direction of it being a good season. And then towards the end it did come down just a little bit. I guess a lot of people are shaken up with this update, but Daltouche also said on Twitter a similar poll: has this season been the single worst overall season of Apex Legends? 61% people said yes. So before you just start saying, oh, these are the pros complaining, these are the content creators complaining, these are votes of thousands and thousands of people that are saying what they believe about the current state of Apex Legends. And even though I completely disagree, a lot of people actually say that this is the worst overall season of Apex Legends. In my opinion, Season 1 and Season 6 were definitely the worst of all, but for people to say that this is the worst season ever in Apex Legends history really shows you how bad this LTM whole situation, ordeal, drama has been for the state of Apex. Daltouche did clarify, said, I still think that Apex is the best game out. There's no game that comes even close to the satisfaction of Apex's movement and fighting style. I've just been playing the game since 4 hours after it came out, so there have been plenty of ups and downs. And I'm about to tie everything in just a couple of seconds regarding Season 8. This is where Daltouche made a really good point though, saying, I think the gun balancing is nearly perfect besides the Spitfire. Character balancing is nearly perfect as well besides Horizon. Anyways, I think the LTM and Kings Canyon and its meta has taken a poo all over all the vibes. And in my personal opinion, I think it's just tough coming from Season 7, having a new map, having Trident vehicles, having a better rotation, in my opinion, way better than Kings Canyon, and then just having an overall new experience, a Horizon that really shook the meta, really made the game feel a lot fresher, and just made it feel so much different than what it is now. Then when you go back to Season 8, Kings Canyon, and it's kind of the old Apex again, it just is a vibe killer. Not only that, you go to adding a new legend that once again isn't that great. No one really uses Fuse. He definitely is not up there with the Horizons of the world, and the Horizon, in my opinion, is what they needed. Whether she's broken or not, at least it brought so much more attraction to the game because of a new map, because of the Trident, and because of a new legend that actually meant something. The last thing Apex needs to do is keep adding a bunch of Revenants to the game that have so much hype and then do nothing in the game. I'm glad that Revenant is good now, but Revenant should have been this good back in Season 4 when he was first launched, because people so desire that fresh feel, that new update that changed everything. They don't want to try out Revenant or a new legend for the first time and then say, this character sucks, I'm going back to Wraith. We got to get away from that. So in my opinion, the drama is way out of hand. I think people are overreacting so badly, especially calling Season 8 the worst season ever. I definitely don't agree with that. I think this has been a solid, good season that had a really bad mid-season update. Well, honestly, a good, solid mid-season update that just had one really bad LTM mode. Luckily, we do have some fixes coming. Josh Medina did reply to Zeus of Amosys saying 1 day left and the patch is tomorrow to fix all the whooshing. But this does tie in and make you wonder, is it really just about the LTM, or is it more so an uproar that was waiting and bound to happen because so many people hate Kings Canyon, so many people really hate this update, especially this season, obviously, considering all of these polls that show you that a lot of people apparently don't like this season. Imperial House saying, after 10 hours of Apex ranked on Kings Canyon, I came to the conclusion, showing a SpongeBob meme, that nobody likes Kings Canyon. Not one single person, No Coco said. It's actually sad. So let me know down in the comments what you think of all of this drama. I know once again that a lot of you are going to have mixed feelings because so many people have different opinions. I think most people definitely do not like the LTM. They definitely don't agree with it. They're not liking the way that they're taking, the direction that they're taking with it. So Let me know down in the comments what you think. Anything I said that you disagree with, we're open to discussion down in the comments. Make sure to stay positive though. We definitely got to do something though. Respawn's got to do something quick, especially addressing the fact that not only is like the bugs annoying, just the LTM mode in general. People hate it. People don't want it. And I think what's aggravating to most people is not just the fact that the LTM is there, but the fact that you can't even play regular pubs. The fact that they're forcing the LTM mode. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Don't forget the Bangalore Heirloom ends on March the 18th. So make sure to go down in the description, click on the link and follow everything that you need to in order to win the Bangalore Heirloom giveaway. Also, don't forget that if we hit 1,000 subscribers in this video, that will be part 2 of 5 completed for the waxing of my leg hair, which sounds absolutely awful. But if you want to see me suffer, make sure to click that subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next video. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay positive, vibe or die, only positivity. Make sure to join the Discord also, where I talk to my viewers, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.